I'm going to show you how to use the Excel planning sheet. So you can go home after this and make it all completely yourself. You'll have at the end, you'll have a printable inventory of everything you need to buy, columns for you to check off what you already have, places for you to put prices so you can know how much things cost. And by showing
love it already.
by showing you the Excel, the handwritten ones, if you're still thinking Excel is just not for you, then I'll show you where to get the handwritten ones and you can do it. But I think showing you this, you won't want to do the handwritten ones because then you have to do the math yourself. And that's no fun. So, basically what, I'll give you full screen. Give you an overview. Basically the way we have the spreadsheet set up is for you to plan 30 meals for breakfast, lunch, dinner, and snack. Now you can totally duplicate that, like maybe plan 10 and then just copy them in so that you're doing like only just 10 and then it multiplies it for you. But you don't need to put in 90, which is full 3 months. You only need to put in 30 days, and then this over here is going to do the math and it's going to multiply it by 3 to get to the 3 months. So this is kind of like a 1 month planner, and then it turns it into 3 months. Now if you really wanted to plan 90 different meals, you could do the spreadsheet 3 times and
We have 3.
have fun with it. But I would just probably plan, you know, maybe 15 different meals, and you know, whatever works for you, you can do. So the best way to show you how to do this is to just jump straight in. At first we have breakfasts, but breakfast isn't really that fun to show. Dinners are funner and more ingredients. So as you can see, it goes all the way down. First we had breakfasts, then we had lunch, then dinner and snacks. So right here in this column or cell, you would go ahead and put the dinner you wanted to make. So I'm going to go ahead and call this spaghetti. Okay? So you just put in spaghetti. Now the way I would do this, I would just sit down with all of your recipes or whatever. Before, just write down all of your favorite recipes. You know, just write it on a piece of paper. I like this, we like this, we like this. Go through your books, go through your filing cabinets, whatever you do. Just write them all down. So then I pick one and I have spaghetti. Now what's in spaghetti? Well, I don't have any recipe cards here, but I don't need it for spaghetti. There's a pound of ground beef. Okay.
I need recipe.
Jody will get her recipe. We won't make fun of Jody and her recipes. Because she could make fun of me equally as much. So 1 pound of ground beef. So, oh, my bad. So how many of those do you need? You need 1. Unless you use 2 pounds, you know, if you have a big family and you're using 2 pounds of ground beef per meal, then you put 2. So that's that. Now, let's say I'm making it from scratch and I have a can of tomatoes. I put can of tomatoes. Oh man, I need to not do that. Just jump over. Just click it. We put 1. Now, my husband's mom puts a can of tomato soup in her spaghetti sauce, and he only likes it that way, so I always need 1 of those. And then noodles. So depending on how many noodles you use for a recipe, so if you know, like, this doesn't even have to be completely scientific, like you know what you use. If you use one of those small packs from Walmart, you know, like whatever you use in one recipe, put it. If you want to pull one out and look at how many pounds it is, you can do that too. But you know, if you're buying bulk per se and you know you use like a ½ pound, then you would put how much you use in that recipe. So I just put 1 small package of spaghetti noodles. Okay, so then I use 1 of those. Let's say we serve it with corn. Can of corn, 1 of those. And that's pretty much it for that meal. Then let's say for the next meal, I'm going to do a couple myself, and then I'm going to have you guys different people come and do it, because when you're actually touching the computer and putting it in, it makes you remember it way better. We'll do chili. So for chili, you use a pan. There we go, that's way easier. And then just do that 30 days and you're good.
Salty.
from scratch and you use a pound of ground beef and your chili. Well, don't go ahead and write ground beef again because you already have that in there. This master ingredient list on the left side, you only ever want to have each ingredient once because it's going to end up calculating for you to the right. So you don't want to have a pound of ground beef here and then a pound of ground beef here. So just leave it there. You already have it. Put in one. So as you can see, what happened was now for 1 month I need 2. I'm just going to come point. So for 1 month I need 2, and then for the 3 months I need 6. So if I make chili once a month for 3 months, I need the 3, and then spaghetti once a month for 3 months. Total I'll need 6. And then a can of tomatoes for the chili. Now a new ingredient, can of, say, red beans. 1 packet of chili seasoning, if that's how you do it. If you do, if you buy those kinds of seasonings in bulk, I personally wouldn't go ahead and measure out 1/16 of a container of the bulk. I just, say one of these containers is going to last me a while. But if you wanted to measure it out and really get specific, you definitely can. So there we go for chili. Now let's say I'm gonna have, I know I'll probably have that 3 times in a month. Well, I would just go like this, copy the spaghetti and copy the chili, like that. So now I'm assuming I'm having spaghetti 3 times a month, chili 3 times a month, and that calculated everything for me on the left-hand side. So
sweet.
It's really like not that hard once you see it. But when we have different recipes, we start seeing different things about how you need to put the numbers in. So does anyone have any recipes with them they want to come and give a go?
You're going to be on the hot
Heather,
spot.
go. Heather, go.
Sister Smith has one.
I haven't used any of these.
Okay.
You
You probably want to use this. No, that one's spastic.
Yeah, we need more people. Be thinking of a recipe.
Angela.
Yeah, put it in there.
Tomato soup.
What is it?
Fajitas.
Ooh. We want to eat at your house.
So that the sales guy to come to my door tonight.
Oh my goodness.
They were out tonight.
Yeah.
I'm like, I've got those listening signs and they're still.
Did they not?
So,
Sometimes I pull out a dictionary and tell them what's
on the sitting frozen chicken.
Good idea. I should put the definition.
I quoted
right
it
on
and
the
I
word.
yeah, you guys.
See, this is a really good question. I purposely didn't do a chicken one because I knew this would come up. So for that, if you always buy the same chicken, for me, like I always just buy my chicken at Costco.
Yes.
And so if I know I use a half a bag of chicken in a recipe, like if it's always measured like that, then I would put bag of chicken,
Okay.
and then for quantity, I would put 0.5 if I always use a half a bag. Now, another way of doing it is you can just put an individual quantity there. So
Like
frozen
the
chicken
number of
breast.
breasts?
And then in here, put, if you use 4 of them, then you just know that when it's calculating how many you need, it's calculating how many you need of whatever you put there. So it's either calculating how many half bags you
You could
need.
do a 0.5 of a bag
Mhm.
kind of thing. Okay.
0.5 bags. And so then when it calculates it, then it's telling you how many half bags you need.
Okay.
It just depends on how you think and how you want to do it.
How many chicken breasts in a bag from Costco?
I think there's like about 13.
About 13.
Okay.
Well, some are bigger, some are smaller.
But if your shopping list said buy 20 breasts and you're in the store, you could just count.
Yeah.
Okay, this bag has
Okay.
about.
We'll go with that one, and then we can do and fresh things too, like a green pepper.
So fresh things is another thing that's kind of up to you. If you, a lot of them don't last 3 months. So if this is for like a full 3 month supply,
But I freeze them too.
but then
So-
put it.
We're okay with that.
Mhm. So if that's 1 green pepper, how many green peppers would you use in that one recipe?
One will work.
Perfect.
And then
Yeah, recipe.